Okay, it's showtime. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're tuning in. I'm so grateful that you have, so thank you. As I'm sure you already know, because I keep banging on about it, it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week, which is hosted by the Mental Health Foundation in the UK. Today's video is the third episode in this series, and I've titled it Overthinking, Slow Sinking, because that's exactly what happens. We've all been there. We start overthinking something and then we begin to slowly sink into this spiral of negative, unhelpful thoughts. They keep us awake at night, leave us feeling uncomfortable, stop us achieving our best, and make us jump to catastrophic conclusions, which in my experience is never helpful. Overthinking can take many forms. It can look like tirelessly mulling over a decision and then questioning it, worrying about what others are thinking, reading it into the smallest details, going back over past conversations, or fretting about a terrible future that hasn't even happened yet and probably won't. It doesn't serve a positive purpose to overthink, and only really winds up provoking anxiety, dread, and restlessness. The what ifs and the I should haves take over, and we find ourselves ruminating over things that have already happened when we know for a fact we can't go back and change it. Sometimes we do it so often we don't even realise it, and it becomes a habit. But never fear, for habits can be changed. Trust me, I used to bite my nails. Anyway, how can we stop this train of thought when it comes? And how can we stop it consuming our rational mind? Well, there are lots of ways, but I have found the more proactive I am, the more successful I am. So rather than distracting myself or desperately trying to put those thoughts to one side, I found that if I actually tackle them head on, I find the weight lifts off my shoulders far quicker and I benefit in the long run. It's all well and good burying our worries, but just like garden weeds, they grow back. So we need to find the root of the thought. While I know we're all different, I've gathered together the three main ways I take back authority of my thoughts in the hope that you might find one or maybe all of them useful. Now, the first thing I do when I notice my mind running away with itself is put the kettle on, because nothing is ever made right without a cup of tea, in my opinion anyway. Then, firstly, I head to my bookshelf where in between different paperbacks, I have hidden this envelope. Ta-da! And inside is a letter I have written to myself. It's basically a handwritten love letter to me, from me, and is a perfect example of self-compassion. I remind myself that emotions are temporary, that everyone feels this way sometimes, and that I am unique, awesome, and super strong. It's short, sweet, and encouraging, with all the sorts of things you would tell your best friend if they weren't feeling so great. And I encourage you to write one for yourself, because it makes you feel so empowered and confident, allowing you to know that you are in control of soothing yourself. Because you wrote it, after all, no one else did. Whenever I read it, I always think of the other times that I've opened this envelope and how I've always climbed out the other side, no matter what I was going through. Secondly, I grab some pen and paper and I map out what's called a circle of control. I've actually already done a whole video about this, so I'll link it down below if you're interested. I find this step so valuable because it's all about deciphering between what I can and what I can't control, which leaves me feeling calm and capable. Basically, you write down all of the things that aren't in your control or that you can't help. And then you write down all of the things that you are in charge of and that you can change. By working this out, you don't feel so helpless and you can understand the different ways that you can start helping yourself. And thirdly, even when this is the last thing that I want to do, I get outside and go for a walk. I take time to appreciate nature. I talk to God and mentally make a list of all the things that I'm grateful for. And this alone lifts my spirits. I would recommend though not sticking your headphones in and listening to music at the same time, because music tends to guide our emotions with the big crescendos or the melancholy lyrics. So be mindful of this and try just listening to the natural sounds around you. That way you are more in control of your feelings and your thoughts. So there we have it, the three things that I do when I find myself fretting and caught up in intrusive thoughts. I guess it's just about reconnecting with the present so you don't get stuck inside your head, because we've all been there and we all know how annoying it is. Enjoy being kind to yourself, start observing bad habits and create new positive ones, because when we do, we build ourselves up to be our best. I hope you found this video helpful and can take with you some new ideas. And if you have, then why don't you share it with others that might benefit too. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait for you to join me as I continue uploading every day this week. And if you need me, pop me a message or comment down below, because I love hearing from you. Take care of yourself and God bless. Mwah!